everyone, viewers. My name is Fahad, and for today I will be facilitating engineering drawing N1. And for N1 today, I would think we have covered the other chapters, and we are yet to look at one question in first angle orthographic projection, which before we may start answering it, I wanted us to remind ourselves of these last few points, that we looked at in the previous lesson. And the first one is to understand the designation of views. So in here we mean, remember, we have the front view, the side view, and the top view. That's very important. Before you may attempt the question, you need to be able to understand those views. The second point is to understand the two orthographic systems used today. That is the first angle orthographic projection and the third angle orthographic projections. Like I said, each country determines which type of or which system of view they use. Like for our country here, more especially all engineering companies are using first angle orthographic projection. The third one is to recognize the projection system by identifying the orthographic symbol that has been used on the drawings. That gives you either it is first angle orthographic projection or it is third angle orthographic projection. And lastly, to apply the suggested projection system used. Yes. Now, this is the question that has been presented to us, and I just got it straight the way it was in the question paper. And it was question number 3, and it will always be question number 3 in your question paper. There is no way it will come as question number 1. It will always be question number 3, and it says, figure 3, diagram 3 attached, shows an isometric view of a machine part. Do not draw the given view, but draw to scale 2:1 and in first angle orthographic projection the following. 1. A front view as seen from arrow F. So we look at the arrow there. It shows us that then this one we see here from this view is our front view. Then we are asked to draw the left view, which would be the view from this side here, where we have our 26, this section here of 17, and the whole of that section will be our left view, and then 3, the top view. That is the view that is seen from the top of that object. Let us try to look at, I will try to sketch it such that the viewers can now draw it accurately. Now, like we said, the reverse of isometric view gives us orthographic. So we can always go from orthographic to isometric or from isometric to orthographic. And this way, it's given to us in isometric, so we are required to get the orthographic views. Okay? Now, hope we are ready. Now, there is 2 systems that we use. We either use, the first one is the 45 degrees line, or we use the second one, which is the arc method. Okay? That's one thing that we need to decide on which to use. Then if you look on the orthographic symbol that we are given, the orthographic symbol here is in first angle orthographic projection, and that is exactly the same angle that we have been asked to give the views. Now, clearly, we can see, unfortunately I can't write on the board, but we can see the whole of this section here is what we can see from the front view marked with an arrow F. I'll just give a sketch so you can draw it accurately. The designation of the views again, like we said in the first angle, we have our front view there, we have our top view there, and we have our side view there. And that's exactly how we are going to be presenting these views today. Now, first we have to draw our straight line. We have to draw a straight line, straight lines, and we are going to be having our front view there. Right? The positioning of the views is very important as well, because you don't need to position your drawing and then it goes through your margins. Okay? So I would create enough space for myself this side, and to be even very much accurate, I always advise that we total up what we have at the bottom for the width, and then what we have on the height. So if you realize now, you realize that we have a 17 there, we have a 16, we have a 17 there, okay? We have that length there, so it's that length plus that length give us the total length of, gives us the whole height. And if you look at that 15 there and this 19 there, gives us the whole base. So, if I may sketch, we will have our 19 there, and then we will have our 17 there, then we will have our 13 there, okay? Then we will have our 16 there, then we will have our 5 here, okay? Then we will have our 7 there, then we are having this at an angle, then we'll have our 21 there, then we are having 17, so it comes down 17 and goes in 15 and goes down. So that is our front view. That is our front view, and the method that we are using is we project these lines. We project all these lines to the horizontal, all these lines, all the horizontal lines to the horizontal, and all the vertical lines to the bottom, all these, project them. It was that was that one there, and this one there. So we have all those lines projected. Then from these lines, we draw the top view. So we'll have our top view. We'll have our top view there. Okay? We'll have our top view. Okay? We'll have our top view there. We will have our top view there, and we will have our side view there. if I may start with our side view here. So, and like I was saying, we either use the 45-degree line or we use the arc method, and that is determined by you. Those who are, I always actually make a fun that whoever drinks beer so much, they always tend to shake, and they may have difficulties making arcs, and I always advise them to use the 45-degree line for the projection method. And those who are comfortable, then they can use the arcs. They can use the arcs. Okay? The way it is done is you do the front view, you do the top view, then the two are projected to give you the side view. Okay? Okay? Yeah. So if we look at our side view, we will have that one there. Okay? We will have that one there. It's not necessary to put the measurements, and that's why I'm not putting any measurements there. It's not necessary unless you're asked. Okay? So that one there will give us our 29, but like I said, it's not necessary, so we don't need it. Okay? Right? So we have that one as a visible line. We have this second line here as a hidden line, so it will come to us dotted. Okay? We have that then as a visible line, so it will be a solid line. That one there is a hidden line, so it will come to us in hidden detail as a dotted line. And that one there is a visible line, so it will be solid line, and that one there is a solid line, and that would be your top view. Now we project these lines. Onto that line. Okay, project them onto the 45-degree line, and then you project them upwards. Right? You project them upwards, and then you realize that you will have that as a visible line. You will have this one, this line, that point there, you have that point there, you have that point there. Now you have this line there. Actually, I'm supposed to have already projected it there. You will have that line there. You have this line here. You have this line there. Yeah, and like we are done. So this is our front view. That is our top view, and that is our side view. It's not necessary for you to again write top, side, or front. It's not necessary, as long as you have indicated that these are given in first angle. They are given in first angle orthographic projection, it's enough to tell me, as long as you have given me that projection symbol, it's enough to tell me that this is the front, that's the top, and that is the side view. Unless you have any questions, then I think that would be enough for today, and we will continue from there next time. Should you have any questions, please direct them to me via WhatsApp on 074 065 9784, or you can send me an email on fahad@jpcollege.co.za. Thank you for